Hello, my name is Montecoria. I use she, her pronouns, and I am part of the school immunization team here at the Oregon Immunization Program. And today we're going to be covering how to share your immunization rates in Oregon schools and children's facilities. If you need this training in an alternate format, feel free to email oregon.imm@odhsoha.oregon.gov. All right, so why do you need to share your immunization rates? In 2015, the Senate passed Bill 895, which requires schools and childcare facilities to have their immunization and exemption rates available at their main offices, on their websites, and for parents on either paper or in an electronic format. So this is part of the law. And who is required to do this? So all schools and children's facilities in Oregon are part of this requirement. So that includes both private and public schools. There is the exception of sites that have 10 or less students or kids, and this is for confidentiality precautions. So if you have 10 or less kids in your adjusted enrollment, you are not required to share your immunization rates. And when do you need to share rates by? So you are required to do this twice a year, and that is 30 days after the start of the school year and 30 days after exclusion day. Exclusion day lands on a different day every year, but it will always be the fourth Wednesday in February. And if you are a facility that does not have a start or an end to their year, such as a child care facility, you are recommended to use your local school district's start date. So you can use that as a guideline. And what information needs to be shared? You are required to share both your specific numbers, so the numbers of your school or childcare facility, along with your county immunization rates as well. And where do you need to share this information? So you are required to share on your website, so on an actual web page online, or a social media page if that is what you have. And if you don't have an online presence at all, this requirement is not applicable to you. You're also required to share in your main office, and that can be either an actual main office or the entry to your facility, so on the main door, or on a bulletin board that parents frequently visit. So this just needs to be accessible to families as soon as they enter your facility. And then lastly, you need to also provide parents a physical or an electronic copy of the information. All right, and how do you share your rates? So there are three options. You can use our school immunization data dashboard, or you can use our pre-made templates using the data that we also provide. So this would be using Excel. All right, and if it's applicable, you can also use your student information system to run a percent report. Not all student information systems have this option. So if you have questions about that, reach out to your contact person or your support people for your computer system. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to click on this link down below. And this opens up our Sharing School Immunization Rates webpage. So this covers the why, the what, who, when, where, and how to share your rates. So if you scroll down to the how section, you'll see the three options that I just mentioned. Today, I'm going to be covering option number 1 and option number 2. So let's get started with number 1. You're going to click on the school level data dashboard link right here. And this will open up the dashboard on Tableau. Perfect. The first thing that I want to do is make sure that I am on the school level data tab up here. So perfect. Then I need to toggle either to the K through 12 or the child care facility. So you would select which one is applicable to you. I'm gonna click on child care facilities. And you also have the option to see all of this information in Spanish by clicking on Español. But I'm going to leave this on English. And since I am wanting to share my rates, I am going to go down to the printer-friendly version. So I'm going to click on this button right here. It's going to open up a new tab. And here, again, I can change the language to Spanish, but I'm going to leave it at English. And I need to select my school. To do that, I click on this drop down and I can either type and search for my site, or I can just scroll and try to find it. So I am going to click on A Child's Garden. So this automatically makes a graph with my immunization information, which you can see on the left-hand side. So this is all of your immunization and exemption rates. So it's exactly what you need to share. Now, to actually be able to print this and share it, I'm going to go down here to the box with an arrow pointing downward. So this is the download button. I'm going to click that, and it's going to ask me what type of document I want to download. I'm going to select PDF. It's going to pop up this download PDF box, and I am going to change the orientation to landscape. This will make it look better, and it will also print it bigger. So I'm going to change that to landscape and click download. And this might look different depending on what device you're using. For me, it automatically popped up my downloaded document. For you, you might need to go and look at your downloaded files on your device to be able to find it. But once you find it, you'll see that it's ready to print, how you typically print at home or in your school, or to upload onto a website or a Facebook or social media page. So this was option number one. We are going to go back to the main web page and go to option number two. So this would be making a graph using an Excel template and our data that we provide. So I showed you a childcare example in option number one. So now I'm going to show you a K through 12 example. So we're going to scroll down, and under option two, there's the K through 12. There is the first spreadsheet, which is the current school year, K through 12 data. So I'm going to want to open that one. Perfect. So this is a list of all the sites in Oregon, all K through 12 sites. So now that I have that open, I am going to also open the template. So those are going to be the current school year, K through 12 graph. So we have that in both English and Spanish. The process is exactly the same, so I'm going to only show the English. So I'm going to click on that. And wait for it to open. There we go. So this is our template. So we're going to start following the instructions. And step number one says paste your data here. So first, I am going to go back to the spreadsheet with all of the sites, and then I need to find my specific school. So to do that, the easiest way would be to use a search command. On my device, that would be clicking on the keyboard, the control button, and F. So control F, and it will pop this up, and now I want to find Beaverton High School. So I will type that in. Beaverton High, find all, and it shows up right here, but it also highlights it or it points it out on the actual spreadsheet. So now I can close this small window and scroll to where it popped it up. Now I need to highlight this entire row of data. To do that, I need to click on the row number. So once I click on the row number, it will highlight all of that row. Now I want to copy it. So right click, copy. And now I want to go back to my template. So let's do that. Here we are. From here, it says paste your data. So another right click on that specific cell and then paste. Now my data shows up exactly where it needs to be. So on to step 2, click graph your data below. So I'm going to go down below and I see graph your data right here. I'm going to click on that. And now I have a graph to share. So you're able to print this to share with families or to upload onto your website as well. And that was option number 2. So we're going to go back to our web page right here. And as you may remember, you are required to share your individual numbers, which I showed just how to do that. But you are also required to share your county's immunization rates. So to do that, we're back on our website and we're going to scroll back up to the what to share section. And you'll see that county immunization numbers, it's right here. So you're going to click that link and it will pop up this web page with the immunization rates for all the counties. What you need to do is select your county either using the map or this list down below. I'm going to click on Washington County on the map right here. And this pops up a PDF file with both the immunization and exemption rates for Washington County, and they are in both English and Spanish. So then once I download this or print it, I will meet the full requirement of sharing both immunization numbers and county numbers. And that was the end of this tutorial. I hope you find this information helpful. Have a great day.